Hello everybody, welcome again to my channel. Thanks for the click. I hope you're well. In this episode, as you can see, we are going to talk about the word free, and the meaning of the word free. And first of all, the first thing that you have to know is that here in this episode, we are dealing with the word free as an adjective, okay? As an adjective. So the word free is adjective. So in all these sentences, we are using the word free as adjective. However, the word free can also be used as a verb, okay? It can also be used as a verb, and we say to free, okay? And to free someone, okay? To free someone, or to free a bird, for example, to free someone from an activity, for example, or from a certain task. So if you free someone from an activity or from a task, for example, it's as if you are telling him or her, you can go home, you are not required to do that activity, you don't have to do it. So that's what we mean by to free someone. If you free a bird, to free a bird means to let it go. That's what we mean by to free as a verb. Here in these sentences, as I said, we are using the word free as adjective. So in all these sentences, we are using the word as adjective. The noun of free is very simply freedom. Is freedom. And freedom, as I said, it is a noun. And we can say, for example, freedom of speech. We can say also freedom of choice. All right. So this is the noun, freedom. Adjective, free. I am free. She is free. This is free. And the verb is to free someone, to free something. Okay? All right. So this is the categories of the word, the grammatical category of the word free. Free, to free, and freedom. All right, so here, as you can see, we have a lot of sentences with the word free. So we are going to read these sentences all together and try to get the meaning of free in each sentence, okay, in each sentence. So as you can see here, very simply, we are going to have 5 meanings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meanings of the word free. This is something that you can do yourself. Try to pause. You can pause, try to read the sentences and try to get the meaning of the word free in each of these sentences. Okay? All right. All right. Let's start with number 1. I am free this afternoon. We can go out. Now, as long as you say we can go out, means that you don't have anything to do this afternoon. You don't have any work. You're not working. You're not studying. So you are free. And as long as you are free, you can go out. And this means here, very simply, it means that you are not busy. So here we are not means not busy, all right? So not busy. I am not busy, which means I don't have anything to do, no work, no studying, etc. So we can go out. So here, free, not busy. So number 1, the first meaning, which means not busy. So we can write it here, not busy. All right, so number 1, the first meaning, not busy. Let's take number 2. We can see here, this table is free. When you go to cafe, for example, a restaurant, where do you sit? Very simply, you look for a free table, table which is not taken by other customers or other people, all right? So you sit in a free table. So when they say here, this table is free, which means it's not taken, it's not taken by others, by other people. We can also say unoccupied, which means that you can sit there. So if the table is free, which means that you can sit there. Okay, all right. So we can also say the chair is free, the room is free, the house is free, etc. So this is it. So these are different words that we can use with the word free. Free chair. If the chair is free, you can sit. So for example, if you're in a classroom and you want to sit, so you look for a free chair, okay? Free chair, which means a chair which is unoccupied, okay? All right, let's see number 3. Sitting in public garden is free. sitting in public gardens is free. Now, if you want to go to a public garden and you sit in public garden and you enjoy the fresh air, etc., do you pay money? No, you don't pay money. So that is free. So here we can say no money. So it costs, we can say free here, costs, we can say costing or costing no money. All right? Costing no money, which means you can just sit there without even paying. But for example, if you want to go to cinema, for instance, to watch a film, is it free? No, you pay. You have to buy a ticket in order to watch a film, to get into the cinema. Not like public garden. Public garden is free, is a free space, which means you don't have to pay money to sit in public gardens. All right? Okay, let's take number 4. John spent 2 years in prison. Now he is free. Now he is free. So what does that mean? John spent 2 years in prison or jail. Now he is free, which means he is no longer in prison. No longer in prison. So very simply, the word here, as I said, free, which means no longer, we can say no longer in prison. No longer in prison. Somebody who is no longer in prison is what? Is free. Okay? Is free. So John spent 2 years in prison. Now he is free, which means now he is no longer in prison. He is free. He's enjoying his freedom. Number 5. The customers are free to move in the supermarket as they want. The customers are free to move in the supermarket as they want. What does this mean? All right. So here we have the word free. The customers are free to move in the supermarket as they want. So for example, if you are sitting in a classroom, if you are studying with your teacher, do you feel free to move, to go from one person to another place, to go and see your friend, to chat with your friend, talk with your friend, and you go back again to your place, you go to the board, you write whatever you want and go back to your place? No. You don't have to do this. In classroom, you are not free to move as you want. You are supposed to sit down. You are supposed to listen to the teacher, to understand the lesson, and interact with your teacher. But to move as you want, no. All right. But in the supermarket, yes. In the supermarket, customers are free to move from one place to another place, to search for the product they want, for the goods they want. All right, so they are free. And here it means, so very simply, here, which means they can move, which means not controlled. Okay, we can say here, the word free here means not controlled. Controlled. All right, so here again, number 5, we can say not controlled. All right, not controlled. So in classroom, here we are talking about supermarket. Customers are free to move as they like. In classroom, students are not free. And if they are not free to move as they want, this means that they are controlled. They are controlled by some rules, by the teacher, etc. Same thing in mosques, for example, people are supposed to pray, are supposed to sit still. They are not supposed to go and talk to this one and that one and move as they want. No, they are not free. There are rules. There are rules to follow, right? Okay, so here, as you can see, we have the 5 meanings of the word free. Number 1 and number 2, number 3, 4, and 5. Number 1, not busy. Number 2, unoccupied or not taken. And number 3, somebody or to sit in garden is free, which means costing no money. You can get it, not like marker. For example, if you want to get this marker, you have to pay money. This means that the marker is not free. All right. And number 5, John is no longer in prison. He spent 2 years in prison. Now he is free, which means he's no longer in prison. And the customers are free to move in the supermarket as they like, which means they are not controlled, not like students in classroom or people in mosques, etc. So this is something very important to remember, the word free with the 5 meanings of the word free. All right, I hope you learned this. Try to give your own examples with the word free, with all the meanings we saw. If you have any questions or suggestions, don't hesitate to let me know. See you in another episode with another lesson. Have a good time and goodbye.